pay them good for you there. Seriously, people.
You're watching the most shocking and informative LRJ.
A lot of you guys may already know that I am from the St. Louis area, and I'm about 15 minutes away from Ferguson. So I want to let you guys know what's really going on. Now, people, everyone that's from the St. Louis area knows that it's a saying. If you go past the Walmart on West Florissant, man, be careful because they crazy out there. Ferguson has been known to be this slave plantation, and Mesa is the mayor, which is James Knowles, but his overseers are the Ferguson Police Department. And just like overseers in slavery, they had black ones. And the black ones was pretty much worse than, you know. Anna Mae, go get me some iced tea with your black self. Ooh, yes, sir, mister. And tell Toby to come on out here and finish beating this Negro for me. And then he come out there, ooh, yes, massa. Massa, I'll pay them good for you, massa. Ooh, as long as you let me get inside that house, massa, and get a little air, because it's sure enough hot out here.
It's chaos out there, just as much for the officers as it is for the protesters.
Yeah, and I agree. The chaos can be very troubling, and there can be a great fog in the chaos of riots, etc. But you've got to agree, Mr. Mayor, there was no chaos in that McDonald's. There was no chaos near that McDonald's.
Well, just a couple doors down from that McDonald's, they burned down a building. So
several nights ago.
I don't know.
Okay.
No, last night. Last night there was another building burned. So
are you saying this was because of the safety of the people inside the McDonald's? Are you going on the record saying that they were cleared out of there because there was a safety issue, that the McDonald's was at risk of the same kind of vandalism?
I have no idea. I wasn't there. So you know, again, all I can say is the facts of last night was spending a lot more time with you than I am getting other reports. So.
And the reason you're with us because we need the answers to these questions. It's pretty critical stuff. I mean, we have a community that is making lead headlines in every paper, on every national newscast, every day for 5 days. These are critical questions.
Right.
Pastors and DJs at radio stations are not my handler. I don't respond to these type of people, but there are a lot of black folks. My pastor said to give him all of my check, and I did. And my pastor came back next Sunday, girl, in a nice car, and I was put out my house, and he told me, sister, you keep on sowing your seed. Let me give you an example of the foolishness that goes on.
More racially diverse police force here in Ferguson have made a difference, in your opinion, in the last 2 or 3 days?
I think, of course, it would not have made a difference.
Both the pastor and the chief agree a more racially diverse police force would improve relations between the department and the community in the future.
There's no question. They've said that.
But I believe that with commitment from Chief Jackson and his family, the police officers of this city, it can happen.
Sir, I was called and I was told that I need to talk to my Negroes and calm them down. But then what I find to be so strange about this police chief is that you ask him questions about Mike Brown. Did Mike have a gun on him? I can't answer that question. Well, this officer who shot him, do you know him? Yes. I know the officer. He's a good cop. He's quiet. He worked several years in Jennings. He's been with me for a while. Just 6 months ago, he got a commendation for outstanding police work.
Yeah. Wilson made me get out the car and sit on the concrete, and he took all my information and ran my name, telling me to shut the F up and sit the F down. And I looked at his name tag, and I was telling myself that I'd never forget who he was and what he did to me.
Next question. Police chief, is it true when he was shot and killed, y'all transported his body in the Ferguson police vehicle, and now you want to get a tox report? Is it true that you guys may have put something in his veins to make it look and appear though he was high on something?
And the name is Darren
D-A-R-R-E-N Wilson, W-I-L-S-O-N. And thank you, and I'll see you again soon.
His name is really? You spent the whole damn week defending this man, talking about you knew who the hell he was, and then when they ask you for the man's name, it's it looks like it's a D there. Seriously, people, come the hell on. I was confused about the name, and I had to really look it up to make sure that I was not tripping, because I'm like, I know a lot of folks with that name that's black. You know, I know maybe nobody is white with that name, but, and matter of fact, there was a black police sergeant in St. Louis City, like, ho, wait a minute. That is not me. That proves my point, people. That's a black name. I'm just saying. And then when I went to go try to figure out what the name means, I came across the Urban Dictionary. Aaron is a name meaning gay ass pussy. He will act like a badass, but when you want to fight, he runs away. Did you see that gay pussy Darren run? Now, oh, I dare ya. People, you can look it up yourself on the Urban Dictionary. Here's the question right now. Who can the black community go to for help? Who can they go to? The undercover overseers?
Goodness. And when were they planning such treachery?
A week from now? 3 o'clock. Or can they turn to the police chief of St. Louis County? A arrogant, stuck-up, rude man. He probably would put a bullet into a child's head and wouldn't even lose a night's worth of sleep. He don't mind pissing on people's rights.
Justice! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Justice! Now! What do we want?
Didn't I tell you to tell these niggers to stop singing that damn song? Oh, so the only nigga I gotta beat today is Tobias, huh?
We don't like to see that. That makes us work harder.
Well, shit, fire and save matches. Maybe I'll get to bed early tonight.
Please, you hit him and make all of us scared and make us all just want to stay here. We won't do nothing if you keep hitting him, because it's an example of what not to do.
Well, since you love these field niggas so much, you can stay out here and work with them for a few days. And if I hear that song again, I'm cutting both your balls off.
Hands up, don't shoot! Is that all you were saying?
That's all we were saying. Hands up, don't shoot.
Were you in the front line up there?
In the front line, yes. And they just started shooting.
What kind of weapon is that?
They look like soldiers in a war zone.
I've never seen one outside the military.
But they are mostly local cops from St. Louis County.
You must disperse in a peaceful manner.
Heavily armed, on military vehicles built for battle, firing tear gas and rubber bullets, again and again, night after night.
This is North Korea right now, man. They cannot do this. This is not North County anymore.
Ferguson Police Chief Tom Jackson says law enforcement is reevaluating its use of this approach and will try to be more responsive to the community, though he defended the repeated use of tear gas.
Let's go. I'm working on it.
And arrest of journalists and nonviolent protesters. Why was it fired? Why did it always seem to be fired around 9 o'clock at night?
I'll get to bed early tonight.
I mean, take us inside some of those decisions, please.
Well, those decisions were made by the tactical commanders on the ground.
Rumors have been so thick over the last several months and over a year about him, but somehow he still came through to become the new elected police chief. They say that he's a high-ranking member of the KKK. Well, I could be wrong, so as they say, roll that beautiful bean footage. Let's go.
It says, I see you, I shoot you. It tells them to move back to North St. Louis, but neither one is from North St. Louis.
It's sad. I mean, you know, you would think, like he said, that, you know, we would have overcome a situation like that. I mean, people are people no matter what color they are.
County police say they are stepping up patrols in the neighborhood now as the investigation goes on.
We're not deserving of this hatred.
County police tell us they are investigating this as an ethnic intimidation hate crime The family says it never expected the kind of greeting it received in their new neighborhood.
Flyers for the KKK are once again showing up in local neighborhoods, and many residents tell us they're fed up. Those flyers showed up overnight in communities near Fenton. The flyers state the KKK is patrolling as part of a neighborhood watch. News 4 spoke with Frank Ancona, the imperial wizard of the Klan, who says residents requested the Klan patrol the area, but that is not what many community members told us. Only on News 4, a family tells News 4 police question them simply for being in the wrong neighborhood.
Watson family works on homes for a living. Their job on Friday to fix the plumbing in a South County home near Tesson Ferry and Butler Hill Road. On the way there, they noticed a man following them through the neighborhood.
We were stopped right in the middle of the road by a white gentleman, and he would not let us go to the right or the left.
What made you start recording? Because I felt when the guy was following us, it felt kind of like the Zimmerman case.
Dale Watson says 10 minutes later, 2 St. Louis County officers stopped by. They ran everyone's ID. Then on tape, you can hear the cops questioning the legitimacy of Watson's business.
He assuming that we're here legitimate, but we are here legitimate.
Right.
Yeah, you guys know that, but I don't. I'm going to assume that you're legitimate, but if something happens down the road, then
you got my information.
We're going to come down like the Headless Horseman.
I got no problem with that.
You know who the Headless Horseman is?
Watson kept his cool, but he knew what the officer meant.
It is a racial slur that has been quoted by the KKK, stating that they would come and kill the African Americans. And I thought that it was totally out of order and not becoming to a police officer that we pay our taxes to.
Before the officers took off, Whitney Robinson says she asked for a card. She was afraid the neighbor who gave the family trouble before would come back.
Can I have your card? And he was like, you don't want to get shot? You sure you don't want to get shot?
I talked with a spokesman for the St. Louis County Police. He wouldn't make any department leaders available for us to talk to this afternoon. All he would tell us is that he's going to be turning this video over to the Internal Investigations Unit.
The mainstream media did not tell you guys that they confiscated everybody's phone that was there that recorded the entire incident. That's why they say we only have footage of after the fact. We have not seen anything leading up to it because you took the people's phones. Remember, officers? Then the governor of Missouri. This man didn't have no concern. He didn't even care about coming to Ferguson until the President Barack Obama made a statement that, oh, I must act like I give a damn. And then what he did was he told St. Louis County Police Department he relieved them of their duty and replaced them with some more highly educated professional officers. Well, guess what happened? The officers from St. Louis County and Ferguson got upset behind that. And what happened was they allowed people to break into people's businesses and rob them, and the cops would sit outside and they didn't do nothing about it. Why not? You called 911, Ferguson, oh, they out here robbing my store. Okay, that's great. We're not really handling it. Call North County. North County, they robbing my store. We don't got nothing to do with that. Call over to the state police. State police, how can I help you? They robbing my store. Well, you need to call Ferguson. People don't have nothing. The cops are that ignorant. I know I may have offended some people, but somebody have to tell you the truth. And the truth is not always sweet. Sometimes that pill is hard to swallow. I'm LRJ. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Why? Because you be glad you did. I love you all. Peace.